So I'm continuing in my process to work through Rory Swing for this app demo. I didn't think Rory was a good model for me, but I'm actually kind of liking where it's headed. We'll see where it ends out. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to get into this slot position right sort of in there. Now we're going to use live view. If you don't have live view, or you're not using that because you don't have an iPad or a second phone, then just familiarize yourself with this position so you can get into that. And then we're going to basically move back to the top from there and swing. So that's the drill. And so we've already worked on setup position, backswing. I actually, after my first backswing one, I did one more session. One thing that I struggled with on the backswing where it was very different is just how straight Rory's trailing arm is. It's above his left, on the face-on view. You can see his elbow's above on the trailing arm. And so it's pretty straight into there, and then there's not a big swing back from there. So anyways, I've just mentioned that because I hadn't really tuned into that the first time. So if you are using Rory, pay attention to that. So basically here we are. We're in the app. I'm using live view. It's set up in a mirrored view. I see myself on my iPad that's set up right here. That's, getting streamed the video from the iPhone that's set up in an angle to match Rory. And I've put Rory into this slot position. So I start with just checking where I would have ended up, which was way above. And then I'll try to get comfortable with that slot position. Now you're going to want to do less than 5 sort of analysis sessions. Maybe you'll do multiple swings before you do it. But here we transfer the video, I trim it, and then I compare and see how it looks. And I can see that, I'm not quite getting to the right position at the top, coming in a little bit high. I'm a little bit closed in that wrist. I'm actually surprised at how Rory, I've noticed this in Corda too. Let me just go to that position. It's kind of right in there. I'm kind of surprised by sort of the angle of that versus I'm sort of more like that. So anyways, I'm paying attention to those details. And then I go through and do a few sessions. At the end, I try to do, after doing 4, I try to connect those two together. So see if I can get the top position that I was at doing the backswing to transition properly to the top position that I was getting doing slot to top. And it felt pretty good. I made good progress. I had more work to do. I'd hit sort of the, don't want to get too tied into an analysis tweak loop. So I ended out just swinging away for a little bit. And then this one was my last swing. Let's show Rory, wrong angle. And let's just sync that up real quick. Well, it's reasonably synced with auto sync. So I was pleased with I'm still coming in a little bit close, and that trailing elbow is kind of getting in front. I haven't decided if that's a bad thing or not, but I have noticed when I do that, I'm more flippy than Rory, which I don't like. So I'm going to continue to work on that so I'm not, flippy through the swing. I look more like Rory with a little bit straighter arms on the release. So just to refresh, got the setup position. You're not trying to perfect all these things necessarily, but a comfortable setup position like Rory, a backswing that you feel like you're making progress, and then move to slot to top to really solidify that backswing and transition into the slot. And I'm not focused too much on hitting zone at this point. I'm just focused on trying to get into that slot and make progress on that. Don't try to be perfect on any of those. Just feel like you've made progress, work through, and then you'll want to iterate on it. So that's the good process for trying to, match a world-class swing like Rory's. Let us know if any questions or feedback. Thank you.